The opinions voiced on the Raw are those of the hosts and the callers and not necessarily represent the views and opinions of KTOX and Ruben Broadcasting, or its advertisers. The opinions should be considered as the ramblings of raving lunatics.
You're listening to The Raw with Henry and Miss Raw, brought to you by Pirate Web Radio Productions, Ruben Broadcasting, along with KTOX 1340 AM and 92.9 FM, the Tri-State's undisputed talk leader.
We the people, and all we do, reserve the right to scream, fuck you! Wear your mask, take your pills, now a whole generation's mentally ill. Man, fuck Fauci. But COVID's near, it's coming to town. We gotta act quick, shut our borders down. Joe Biden does, the media embraces. Big Dot does it and they call them racist.
We the Yeah, welcome. It is The Raw. I'm your hostess with most of this, with Dan Hansen. Of course, we haven't done this in a little while. I've had to take a little bit of a break, and of course, we had Christmas and whatnot come up, so that's all right. We're here tonight. At least I'm here tonight. I'm Miss Dan Hansen, of course, and you are watching The Raw. God, we've got a lot to talk about. So many things have gone on. And of course, I want your phone calls, 928-476-0331, 928-476-0331. Because, you know, it is important that we hear from you. Because, you know, your voice matters. I don't know why. Well, I do know why. Your voice matters. Everybody's voices matter. And this is a place where we can talk about things that matter to us in an honest and upfront way. Where, look, say it how you want to say it. Talk about how you want to talk about it. Just talk about it. If you got something that's really pissing you off, making you mad, give me a call, 928-476-0331, 928-476-0331. Phone number is right there. Boop. Well, right. There it is. But you can always call 928-476-0331. Besides, like I said, we haven't done this in a while, and I definitely want to for crying out loud. He's not on the right one. Let's oh my goodness gracious me. I love Henry to little itty bits and pieces. But yeah, he definitely did not get on the right one. So let me send him another one. Let's see. Boom, do, paste, and boom. Oh, Lord. Try again. Oh my goodness gracious me. 855-586-9134. There he is. Hi Henry, how you doing?
I'm good.
What'd you do? Just knock everything down?
Just my phone holder.
Your phone holder and everything else, huh?
Yeah, whatever.
Did you break your phone?
No, phone wasn't in it.
Oh, well, see, there you go. That's good.
Yeah, that's a good thing. I don't know what happened, but it just all of a sudden I got a bad link.
Well, I looked at both of the links that I sent you, and they're both identical.
I just saw them.
I have no idea.
It wouldn't scroll down any further, and as I was scrolling it down, you sent a new one, and I punched it right away.
was like, there you go. All right.
So be it. Anyway,
So be it.
here I,
That's
here,
fine.
here I am.
928-476-0331 is the number you want to join in the conversation. You know, I was just giving the New Year spiel. Okay, you know,
Mhm.
this show is for everybody. The show is for everybody. You know, well, not
Joe
everybody.
Biden included. Joe Biden included.
He's welcome to call in if he can.
Yes. Yeah.
You know, I'll even, you know what, if Joe Biden calls in, we'll make sure that he gets a Rocky Road ice cream, even if I have to pay exorbitant fees to
That's right. Nuts included.
Well, exorbitant fees, you know, what's that food delivery service?
Oh, Hub Grub.
Oh yeah, if I got to Hub Grub it or, you know, DoorDash it to him, you know,
DoorDash,
whatever.
Yeah. Yeah, right, all the way to 1600 Pennsylvania. Well, if he's even there.
Well, you know, yeah.
Did you see that Camel Toe actually announced that and certified the election?
I saw that. We're going to talk about that here in a little while. Because
she was real happy on the outside.
Sure. Yeah. we're actually going to talk about that here in a little bit. And of course while she was swearing in senators, there was one senator she wore in particular where the world seemed to think that President Harris got snubbed by the senator's husband. We'll be talking about that as well.
Okay, whatever. Maybe she did.
No, she didn't. No, she didn't. But yeah, that's okay. It's actually not her saying that she got snubbed. It's of course mainstream media and
gotcha.
And the liberal internet that is saying that she got snubbed. Oh, the guy's a racist. The guy's a misogynist. The guy just has no common sense. Well, we'll talk about that as well.
That's okay. Your president can't even get a guy's birthday name right. Did you see that one? When he sung Happy Birthday? He sung Happy Birthday.
Oh, yeah. I scrolled right past that.
Happy birthday. Blah, 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 blah. Happy birthday to you.
I did not even want to. Yeah, I scrolled right past that one.
Oh,
I did not
you
want
have to watch it.
You
have to watch it. It's good.
No.
I saw it on Jesse Waters.
I saw it, but I scrolled past it and tried to put it out of my mind. Okay.
That's the guy leading the free world.
For how many hours? How many hours?
2 more weeks.
Are we down to hours yet?
Not yet.
Oh,
2 more weeks. 2 more weeks. What is you know?
Well, today's the 7th.
Right.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 13 days.
Well, it's
13 days.
Next Monday.
13 days yet. Alexa, how many hours in 13 days?
13 days is 312 hours.
Okay, we've got 312 hours left of that asshole. At midnight.
How many hours to his actual inauguration? Go ahead and ask her that.
Alexa, how many?
Go ahead.
You can't.
Okay.
You can't ask Alexa questions because, well, frankly, Alexa won't hear you.
Okay, go ahead.
Because Alexa's on the other side of my room.
Okay,
and I have headphones on.
How many hours till the inauguration?
Alexa, how many hours until the inauguration?
Inauguration day will start in 291 hours.
291 hours.
There we go. There we go. See, that's the important part, not just the days, the hours of when Vito Joe gets out of office.
Yeah, well, you know, I'm not.
That's actually 2 weeks from yesterday. Yeah.
And
that's actually on Martin Luther King's birthday too.
Yeah. Well, if anybody wants to join and be
Or
a third
day.
wheel down here, go right
Yeah.
ahead, because I'd be more than happy to have you join in.
We'll put you right down here.
Just private message me, and I'll send you the link, or
Yeah.
fuck it,
You
I'll
can
just make
come
it
on.
public. I don't care. No,
You can
I'm
come
kidding.
on. You come on Hollywood Squares.
Well, I'll tell you what, that would be weird. If I made this a public link,
Mm-hmm.
what
People popping in and out.
yeah, people popping in and out, people showing their dicks and whatnot and so forth. Yeah,
Well, don't get too happy, Rob.
we'd get banned quickly.
I mean, I can't show mine.
I would appreciate if you did not.
Okay.
I mean, holy shit. And Coco, if you want to come on, you come on too, honey. I always appreciate a Coco or two rant.
Of course.
Yeah. So anyway, a member of the Raw who had joined us at the beginning, Thomas Bond, passed away.
Yes, he did.
A few days ago. Godspeed, Thomas Bond. He was turn off your phone. He was a part of the program. He was a valued friend, valued contributor. Health and personal issues got in the way of him continuing on the Raw, which is understandable.
Mm-hmm.
But in the meantime, he still continued to do his dead level best to be supportive of his friends, help the community, and make sure that the truth was told.
Yes.
And that's how he lived. That's how he lived his life. And, we found this out Sunday in the middle of the Miss Rob Hanson radio program.
We did.
And and it was a shocker. It really was a shocker. And it's been a hell of a few months.
Couple of months for me, it's been really hell.
Well, a couple, 3, 2, 4, whatever. And there is absolutely PH till Valhalla skull. We have to remember that this is life.
It is.
Each one of us are mortal. Doesn't matter whether it's
expiration date on each one of us.
Doesn't matter whether it's a mother, father, son, brother, sister, aunt, uncle, pet. We all have an expiration date. And those expiration dates aren't known to us for good reason.
And I wouldn't want to know.
No, not really. Not really. But do our friends, do our loved ones ever really pass away if we keep them in our hearts and our minds? Are they ever really gone? Sure, they're not here physically. We can't touch them. We can't feel them.
But they're not gone in our hearts.
But they're not gone in our hearts and our minds because we remember them and honor them and love them. Today, was one of the days of President Carter's funerals. He's got many funerals.
Yes.
A lot of bad things have been said about him over the last few days.
Really?
Yeah. Sour grapes.
Wow.
Sour grapes. And, I understand that because he did a lot of damage. He ruined a lot of lives.
Yeah, but he can no longer do wrong.
Well, he can no longer do wrong. But I understand the sentiments. I understand the reasons why they, why they feel the need to lash out now.
Mm-hmm.
Even though, the 70s was a long fucking time ago.
A couple years ago.
Yeah, just a couple.
like 50.
Yeah. Like 50, couple of 50. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, 73, my daughter was born. 73, my son was born. And
wow, the wind is really kicking out there tonight.
Yeah, it's pretty good. It's pretty good here too.
I'm looking at where my air conditioner comes in, and oh yeah, I'm just waiting for all of my my
insulation
come blown up.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man. And it's kind of chilly as well, but but these are things that we need to be mindful of, and our loved ones never really die as long as we remember them and think good thoughts about them. Yes, we're sad. Yes, we're lonely. Yes, we are feel diminished.
Grief.
Yeah, we feel grief.
Mm-hmm.
The truth of the matter is, we aren't diminished. We are enhanced by having had known them. We are benefited by having had known them. And even the smallest mark that they made on your life, good or bad, is there forever.
Yep.
And as long as you remember them, they're there. But anyway, Godspeed, Thomas Bond, and we'll see you in the next life, my friend.
Yeah, and he's there with his father and mother, which he truly adored.
Yes, and his doggies.
And his doggies, absolutely, yes.
And his doggies.
He was in his last couple of years of life, he became a strong advocate for homeless dogs.
Oh, there you go.
Very strong advocate, and that's how he spent the last couple of years of his life, is helping placing dogs. And that was absolutely wonderful seeing that.
And it is. It's a good thing to see that. It kept him busy, kept him active.
Yes.
He
kept him out of himself.
Yeah. Kept him out of himself.
And his health wasn't that great, so it kept him busy.
Yeah, absolutely. But like I said, we say goodbye to Thomas Bond, and thank you, my friend, for everything.
Yes.
That being said, at least he got to see Trump elected.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did. Again. I imagine he was very excited about that. If it wasn't for him, I would have never saw Trump. I went to his rally. I would have never saw him because we got the media passes through him through the White House.
Nice.
And along with the Election Central, we went to on election night in 2020 in Las Vegas.
Mm-hmm.
The passes said right on them, White House pass.
Well, there you go.
Yeah.
There you go. So can't beat that one with a stick.
Pretty good passes.
Well, also he helped you get into Trump headquarters, Las Vegas.
That's what I mean. Yeah, that's
during the 2020 election.
Correct. Yeah, that one too. Yeah.
And that's really where I met the two of you.
Right. Met us on the phone, didn't
you?
You met Thomas on the phone.
Met you and Thomas on the phone.
Yeah.
because we were having election coverage that night. Michael, yourself, and Thomas Bond were in Las Vegas.
Simulcasting to KTOX.
Yeah. Let's see. I was at KTOX along with a couple other former KTOX hosts, and we were doing covering mostly.
Jesse was there, wasn't he?
But Jesse and his partner were there.
Yeah, and Talking Tom.
Yeah, Talking Tom.
Was Steve Dowdy was there? Can't remember.
I
think
don't
he was.
believe so.
Oh, okay.
I don't believe so. I think it was.
Okay.
Well, maybe he was. I
was fairly new to K-Talks then.
Yeah, you were.
And I had no idea everything that went on.
that's okay, and it's
we don't need to talk about that one.
It's better left unsaid, the drama of the day, but it turned out to be a really interesting night that carried through for the next 4 years. And of course, you and I got to know each other real well, started 2 shows together.
Yes.
And pretty much partnered up for all of our shows. So
Saturday and Sunday
and Tuesday
and
what is this, chopped liver?
I almost forgot about it because we haven't done it in 16 years.
Yeah, my God, here we go again. It hasn't been 16 years. It's been more like along the lines of a month and a half since right after Thanksgiving, I think.
Yeah. Right when I needed to stay busy, and like, no, we're not having a show. Okay, whatever.
Yeah, I got really kind of.
I forgot I could say that stuff here on this.
Yeah, it was exactly 1 month ago.
Yeah,
exactly 1 month ago that we had that. The Dems are losing their minds.
No way.
Well, they were then. They are now.
Yeah. Well, they're selling off the Trump wall.
Sort of. I think a judge in Texas, federal judge in Texas, put the kibosh on that.
Well, and we've already heard from some billionaires that are going to bid on it and donate it back.
Yeah. That, but I think it's the actual sales have been
can't go through. Yeah,
can't go through. Have been stopped and put the kibosh on because
they should have.
Because
why are you waiting till the last month, 2 months? You have 4 years to sell those pieces.
Well, it's to hamper the incoming president.
Of course it is.
It's to make sure that that we have to spend even more money to replace the stuff that we sold for pennies on a dollar to get the job done. And with the hopes that, because costs have risen so much that we won't do it because it's just too damned expensive. I don't know. Trump has made us sterner stuff. I think it's going to happen regardless of whatever. Also,
but there's no reason to cost this country more money than he already has.
Correct. And you heard about Biden's supposedly unbreakable execupe order halting all offshore drilling on the West Coast.
No, Trump already said he's going to stop at day one. He goes, I'm going to be a busy man day one.
Well, they say they permanently banned offshore.
Yeah, not happening. On the West Coast. Yeah, he permanently did until Trump gets in.
Yeah, well, permanently for the next how many hours?
Yeah, exactly.
216 81. Hours, 81 hours.
Well, 13 days.
Yeah, 13 days.
Yeah.
And counting. I should have a little counter up here at the top, clicking down the seconds.
Clicking down the seconds,
hours,
yes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. then once he gets in, I dare him to say, and Biden, you're fired.
and Joe, you're fired. Yeah, there you go. Oh, let's see. I pushed the Raw. You're on the air.
Hello.
Hey, how you doing?
Hey.
Man?
Hey.
What up?
I've been taking nothing. Enjoying your show.
Good.
Awesome.
All right. What's going on today?
I have no idea, Chuck. What's going on?
You tell us. How's the weather in your neck of the woods? Or it's pretty breezy here.
I heard. Miss Rob was thinking about. Am I going to be cleaning up insulation tonight?
Yeah, right. Well, you know, I'm watching my insulation bow in a good 2.5 to 3 inches. I'm seriously getting worried about this.
My God.
Yeah.
Where are you going to go if you have to take off? What if there's a tornado out there?
There's no tornadoes out here. Just you know, the reason.
But what if?
Well,
he can go right across the river to Don Laughlin's Riverside Resort.
Yeah. Throw the chairs around out there.
No.
Maybe we'll hit Geraldo in the nose and break his nose again.
Where is Geraldo?
I don't know.
He's in New York.
Is he in New York? Remember that when they hit him in the head with the chair, busted his nose?
You know,
or were you too young for that, Chuck?
No, I remember it. I was like in the first grade.
Oh, okay.
No, the only thing I really remember Geraldo for was the Al Capone's vault.
Oh yeah, that's when he faded away.
Oh yeah,
his popularity. He was very, very popular until that time. Then he
he was actually pretty good investigative reporter.
Yes, he was.
Point. And
yes, he was.
And then
he wasn't biased.
He did that stunt, and everybody went, "You're so fucking full of shit."
Yep.
And then he's been a sideshow freak ever since.
Pretty
Seriously.
much.
That's when he got clubbed in the face. And after that.
Remember when he was over there reporting in I think it was like a staging area to go across the border to Iraq in 2003, and he pretty much drew a sand table and was given all sorts of classified information.
Yes, I do remember that, and he was sent packing immediately. He said
he was putting that information out there on the air.
Yes, he was.
Oh yeah, crap!
He had like a sand table, and he drew a map on all this shit and gave like critical operational details. And I was like, "You idiot!"
That wasn't 2003. That was Desert Storm. He did that.
He did.
No, it was. No, this is the invasion of Iraq. I remember because I was watching that inside the PX in Kosovo.
Oh, okay.
At Camp Bondsteel in Kosovo, and they have it all. They had all the big screen TVs and everything like that on Fox News, and everybody was like looking at each other like, "What's this motherfucker doing?"
That's all right.
That's doing the news a little bit too close.
Well,
you don't do that.
That's just him.
Well,
I mean, he's
been
Go ahead.
I was going to say that, what else I see is a lot of Geneva Convention violations when we see these different soldiers from Russia or Ukraine or wherever they're from, and they're being exploited on the news. I thought that you couldn't do that according to the rules of war.
Well,
some people just don't give a fuck about the rules of war.
Well, there's also some other rules about experimental vaccine that they can't mandate on the public, which they did.
Yeah. Well, I failed that mandate, by the way.
I did. I know you did. I heard you talking to our friend today.
You failed that mandate?
Yeah, he didn't take the vaccine.
No, not a goddamn single one of them.
Nope.
Good for you.
And you're healthy and ornery as ever, right?
But the thing is, I do wear a mask if I feel ill and I want to go like outside in public. I look at it as a courtesy,
Correct.
To not breathe on people, and I just think that limits the spread a little bit. It's not going to keep me from getting sick, but it might help stop somebody else from getting sick.
That's very courteous of you. Yeah.
Wash your hands. Wash your hands. Cover your mouth when you cough. Stay home if you need to.
We can't do that in America.
Don't wear a diaper over your face. All you're doing is containing those germs on your face when you're supposed to be expelling them. I mean, it's up to you, Chuck. But the thing is, if you're sick enough to feel that you need to wear a mask, stay the fuck home.
Right, but I don't. I'm in the the financial category of not being able to afford Instacart or fucking all that bullshit.
I understand that. You gotta go out and work. I understand.
Yeah, but at the same time, I don't. Yeah, that the whole nasty thing with the leaving it on there for 15 hours and then having all the boogers and everything like that on that.
You saw the kids that were getting infected by their own stupidity of their parents. The mask over and over and over again. Wearing it every day. They drop it on the ground, they pick it up and put it back on.
Yeah, well,
that's one of the worst things you could do.
Well, I look at my youngest daughter. My youngest daughter has scars
on
her face from the mask because she'd have to go to work and she'd have to wear that damn mask all day long, and her she's a sensitive girl. Her skin was sensitive, and so now she has permanent scars that you can kind of trace around a mask.
Wow.
So yeah, that was helpful, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Well, but at the same time, I agree with you guys, like on the whole mask thing. If you're not sick, then what the fuck are you going to wear it for? It doesn't make it.
Virtue signaling is all it was.
It's to see how much they could control us, and they did a damn good job of it.
Yeah, it was a weird time.
The vaccines and the mask were to see how far the government can control their population.
Yeah,
and that's with every country. That's with every country.
I kind of pissed me the fuck off.
Yeah,
kind of pissed me the fuck.
I mean,
off.
the Chinese have all and Japanese, the Orientals have always wore masks anyway.
I don't care. I don't care.
Don't you want to be Chinese?
No.
Okay.
No.
I'm just checking.
The only thing I am remotely Chinese about is the food I eat.
Yeah.
Or when you get too tired, you get Chinese diets.
But then again, here in America, I've never had real Chinese food.
No, we can't
American
eat
Chinese.
I've had American Chinese.
We can't eat dog and cat here.
Fucking racist! I swear to God.
Did you hear it? I saw this one thing on CNN like 10 or 15 years ago, and it was all of these dogs that were all like skinned up, hanging upside down in this meat locker in China somewhere.
Yep.
And and they were using this image to try to discourage people from eating dogs over there. I don't know. And then you're not going
to discourage a culture that has grown up with that, and that's their culture there.
I'd eat a dog if I had to,
Fuck, I'd eat you if I have to.
One of those three-legged sons of bitches.
I'll meet you in Donner.
Give me a Chuck arm.
I'll meet you in Donner. No, but seriously, no, you're not going to change a culture.
No.
Culture's food habits. You know, one of the problem is, especially with Americans now. Yeah, I'm overweight. I'm overweight. Chuck, are you overweight? Go ahead. Be truthful. Are you overweight?
Yeah, fuck yeah. It looks like I have. I'm smuggling about 2 basketballs these days.
Okay, Henry, you're a little bit overweight. Yeah. Although I think you're actually losing weight.
I have been losing weight,
but you know, Americans have become overweight. One, our eating habits are now fucking atrocious.
Oh yeah,
we would, you know. I'm just as guilty. Okay, instead of me going out to my kitchen and making a hamburger or making a soup or making dinner, I get in my car. I drive down to the local Maverick. I grab two of their freaking hot dogs and I slather it with mayo and hot sweet barbecue sauce. And I sit down there and I chow those down before I even get fucking home.
That's great.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Real good for me, I'm sure.
I had a day. I had Wendy's tonight. It was a Dave single with cheese and also a spicy chicken sandwich.
Oh, see, there you go.
I didn't order fries. I don't like fries anymore. I think they're tearing up my guts. So I don't. no more fries, and no more unless they have been freshly cooked. I don't like those small like pokey fries from McDonald's when you get those. It's like at the bottom.
Those just piss me off.
I like them. I had Jack in the Box. I had Jack in the Box today. I found the coupons, and the coupons were two jumbo jacks for $4 and one any size fries for $1. So for $5, I got two jumbo jacks and a large fry.
And you got a jumbo jack sitting in the fridge for later.
With half the fries, yep.
It's pretty damn good.
And Dylan helps me. Dylan loves fries.
Well, you see that's the problem with our health. Okay, we go and we see that. Now, mind you, for $5, for that same $5, you could have cooked yourself a meal. Yeah, you may have had to portion it out for the next 3.5 days.
Mm-hmm.
But you could have put that in the fridge or the freezer, and then fed yourself much cheaper. That and healthier at the same time.
Probably so.
Probably so. You know, I don't know. I'm not a doctor. I don't have
chicken, rice, and vegetables. Chicken, rice, and vegetables is really good.
Yeah. You know,
I could have bought that for about $5, and it would have lasted me a couple days.
Yeah. Exactly.
Maybe three.
Well, how easy is it to cook 2 cups of rice?
I hate it. I hate cooking rice. I'd rather buy the shit already cooked.
No, I'll tell you what, man. You know, that Instapot. Now you've seen me use the Instapot, right, Henry? Well, you haven't seen me use it. You've eaten the results of that damn Instapot.
Oh
yeah. You throw 2 cups of rice down in there after you wash it, and 2 cups of water or broth of some sort, whether it's beef broth or chicken broth. You throw in your chicken, you throw in some broccoli, you close the thing, you put it on the rice cooker, portion of it. Instead of the standard 12 minutes, I'm going to ask you, add 3 or 4 more minutes, and boom, in a half an hour, you've got chicken and rice that you cook. That all told, the ingredients have probably cost you less than $3.
But instead you went to Maverick.
Of course.
That's what we do.
Of course.
That's what we do. It takes us longer to go out and get it and come back than it does for us to actually make it at home.
For a meal that I could have portioned out for almost 4 days.
Yeah.
All right. I spent it on 2 hot dogs and two 1 liter Mountain Dews.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And that was a lot more than what I could have made that for. Period.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know. I'm like I said, I'm not a nutritionist, but yeah, go ahead.
My problem is that I can't exercise properly without it's just my body has changed so much with this condition that I have over the last 4 or 5 years. It's unbelievable.
Yeah.
I understand that one, Chuck.
Believe me, Henry and I both understand that.
I was diagnosed at 40 years old with spinal stenosis, which is a crippling disease. And I'm almost 70. I'll be 70 this year. And I'm still living with it. And it's no fun. It's no fun. And since I was diagnosed with it, I had to limit my exercise, but do the best I could. And like you said, carrying around 2 basketballs for a long time. I carried around 2 basketballs. Actually, they felt like bowling balls. But
yeah,
and we aren't talking about your testicles either, right?
Right.
Well, no, I drain them regularly. Film at 11.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's really weird. I think it feels like my legs and knees are like not properly on my body. It's kind of weird. A weird sensation. Like,
do you have a back condition or leg condition?
It's it's my lower back and my lower extremities.
Gotcha.
So my legs and my knees and pretty much everything. And so, yeah, I'm pretty sure this is what's probably going to kill me.
No, actually, have you got it diagnosed? Have you went to a doctor, got it diagnosed?
Yeah, it's a autoimmune disorder, and
okay,
and it's really reactionary. It's to diet. It depends on I'm not really supposed to have nightshades. I don't want to get all medical clinical on.
So in other words, no peanuts for you, or I'm sorry, no tomatoes for you.
Yeah, but I do it anyway.
Certain things you can eat, and when you do eat those bad things, it affects you heavily, I'm sure.
Yeah, it affects my guts. It affects and when I think about growing up, I used to really have strong reactions to NutraSweet and things like that. I used to get really nauseated, and it would turn into a migraine. Very weird.
Oh, gotcha.
And,
definitely.
I don't know why, but even thinking about the flavor, like the fake flavoring, makes me almost like those sugarless suckers. Oh.
Yeah, that drives me nuts.
You give me a sugarless sucker, I'm gonna douche it in sugar. I can't have sugarless stuff. Come on.
That's all right. You remember those instant sugarless packets? You dump it in water, mix up lemonade. Country Time lemonade had aspartame in it.
Yeah, which is worse for you.
What's that?
It's an artificial sweetener.
Like saccharin. Saccharin was the original, and saccharin. They learned that caused so many problems in you that it was eat the sugar.
Yeah, pretty much eat the sugar.
Yeah, eat the sugar. It's better for you, and sugar is really not bad for you, in moderation.
But here's the thing. Okay, my daughter. Okay, unbeknownst to any of us, was allergic to aspartame. Well, I don't know if she was allergic to aspartame or not, but it affected her really adversely. If she would drink it, It was like somebody gave her methamphetamines.
Oh wow!
She was just bouncing off of every fucking thing in the world. Yeah, bing, 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 bing.
Is that Megan?
No, that was Tiffany.
Oh, Tiffany. Oh, okay.
That's my youngest daughter. Megan's my oldest daughter. But yeah, we found that out going camping because mom and dad, okay, to save space, we're gonna buy these single packets of juice and stuff, and the kids can have these.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. My dad was had her sat down and interrogate. Where'd you get the drugs? Where did you get the drugs? I said, Dad, come on, she's 7 years old. She's not doing methamphetamine.
We're gonna take you and get you drug tested.
Well, the thing is, he was very seriously considering that. Yeah. And then of course, my mom and I got our head screwed on straight and finally calmed my dad down and said, okay, we're going to start cutting the drinks. She can only have water. She can only have juice that is juice.
Get down to the causes and conditions.
Exactly. And as soon as we removed that Country Time lemonade, she was fine.
Yeah, okay.
She was fine.
Wow.
Yeah. That was a wow.
Well, everybody is different.
Yeah.
Everybody works differently. And there's some bodies that they just can't take certain things. It's like when they give Ritalin to kids. They give them to kids that are hyperactive. And Ritalin is a form of speed.
Yeah.
And it does a reverse.
It's methamphetamines light.
Right. And now if you and I took it, it'd make us, like Tiffany was, running around like a chicken with their head cut off. But to a person that's, that needs that, it does a reverse reaction to them because their body is wired different.
It's amazing. I still haven't found a kid that actually needs it. But
no, I haven't either.
When I was in third grade, my parents had no choice but to medicate me with Ritalin, and then I went on to the fourth grade, and I was still taking Ritalin, and I got like most improved student. I got a trophy at the end of the year.
Wow!
for most improved student and all this stuff. Yeah.
Yeah,
but look what happened. Look what happened to you, Chuck. Look what happened to you, Chuck. It turned you into a Democrat.
Yeah, turned you into a liberal.
I know. But the weird thing is, I didn't want to have anything to do with it because I thought it made me kind of a weirdo. I didn't want to.
Yeah.
Go take your pill. Take your pill.
Right.
Oh, I'm sorry, teacher. It's time to take my pill.
Yeah.
Put a label on me, everyone. So
no, I get it. It makes you different. It makes you different, and you don't want to be different. You want to be like everybody else.
Well, these psychoactive drugs that we've been forcing down our kids' throats. No wonder we've got 2 generations worth of fucked up kids. Sorry, Chuck.
Yeah, no wonder I call your radio show.
Exactly.
I make it happen.
I'm kidding. No, we love having you on, but we
have. You know what, Chuck? Unlike others, we like you.
Oh, I know. I'm just fucking around.
Most days.
Most days.
Sometimes.
And you never hit and run on this show.
So I just didn't. When I was in the 6th, 7th, and 8th grade, I just didn't show up to the nurse's office to take my pill, and I just refused to take it. And eventually, they just stopped trying to give it to me because they said, "No, I don't need it. I'll be just fine."
Here's the thing. There was a reason why in early childhood development, you sit the kids down for a little while, you do study and work, and then you send them out to run themselves to death.
That's right. Go out to recess.
Especially the boys.
Yes.
Good God. You set up relay races, you play tag, you do this, you do everything else. You go out there and act like, the little animal heathens that you actually are. Then you're ready to come back inside and buckle down for a couple more hours before lunch. And then after lunch, you're sent back out to burn off all that energy once again, and then you come in, you can concentrate on what you have. Nowadays, they have cut playtime.
Yep.
For grade school kids down tremendously.
Yep.
And refuse to. They have gym, but it's low impact.
Yeah, it's
low impact. It's
not what it's supposed to be.
We're not playing, dodgeball.
Heck,
dodgeball builds character.
Absolutely. It also makes us strong, knock the weak down.
Well, it's also a hell of a lot of fun. I mean, where else can you tag a teacher?
Yeah, and
seriously,
I've gotten nailed before. I was a skinny guy. I set myself flying. So, they'd send me flying sometimes. But you know what? Even for a little guy, I was strong. I could knock a big guy down too.
Well,
that was the fun part.
But it was high impact, high activity,
fun.
Lots of exercise and a lot of fun.
A lot of fun. Yes.
And even baseball and football and hide and seek and snowball fights and the whole line
of stuff.
Nowadays, go out there. No running. You're
gonna get hurt. You're gonna get hurt. Don't you dare drink out of that garden. Here's your bottle of water. Don't drink out of the garden hose.
No, we don't play tag. We don't play tag because that's insensitive. No one's it. Everybody is it. Fuck you. Yeah.
And the horse you rode in on.
And the horse you rode in on.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But out here they're usually donkeys.
And then
what's the horse's name?
It's a horse with no name. Horse with no name.
That's a great answer. In the desert.
And
that's right.
But and the fly had a buzz. Gotcha. Anyway, moving on.
They were all a bunch of jackasses anyway.
Oh Lord. The ocean is a desert with its land. Never mind.
Oh yeah. Speaking of the ocean, there's nobody that wants that oil drilling. I don't care if they're Republican or Democrat anywhere around here. Nobody wants that shit on.
Absolutely, we do over there.
Oh yeah, you guys might think it's great and wonderful, but nobody wants that shit. They're total NIMBYs on that.
I'll tell you what. All the oil workers, offshore oil workers, they want it. They make some good money on that. They work 3-4 months out of the year, and that lasts them the whole year.
I doubt this is only going to go on for 4 years, and I can already see before any equipment starts moving out there, anything like that.
Equipment's there. We have offshore rigs all over in Southern California.
Oh, I'm sure, but there's none in off the shore of Washington, Oregon. Not now.
Mm-hmm.
Why would there be? Do you have oil up there?
I'm sure if you go down far enough.
You know they do.
Okay, then it'll happen eventually. Trust me.
I believe we have more.
I think.
Go ahead, Chuck.
Go ahead. I
believe they have more in Texas.
Stop, Chuck. You go.
Yes. Thanks, Rob.
Fracking is the thing up in these parts. There's exploratory drilling for. They know that there's coal or what am I trying to say? They know there's natural gas. Mm-hmm. Yeah, they know there's natural gas around here because of all the coal.
Coil?
Am I having a stroke? Yeah, the quail. Dan Quayle.
The quails.
Dan Quayle again?
Yeah,
oh my gosh!
Don't spell potato. Okay, Henry, your turn.
Now in Texas, I believe it's been said that they have more oil there than the foreign countries have. We have more oil in Texas that is just sitting there, that we need to depend more on our natural resources than to be buying it from countries that hate the hell out of us. So why wouldn't we want to go out there and get our own oil because it's ruining the environment? Wait a minute. So we're going to buy from another place that ruins the environment. So it's the same thing. It's the same thing, but it's going to cost us less. But we understand what Biden is doing with the wall right now. He's trying to sell off the wall, so it's going to cost us more money. So this is not just Biden. This is every other president too. They don't like the new administration coming in. So we're going to try to destroy what's going on with the new administration and put a wrench in it. You only got 4 years to take care of it anyway, like you just said. And see, that's the bad thing that we need. We need to get more in line with what our country needs instead of what our political leaders need.
Right. Which brings me to my next interesting point that I've been following, and I'm sure you all have been, is this Greenland, Panama Canal, and all this kind of.
I don't know about Greenland, but Panama Canal, yeah, we need to take back our rights. But go ahead.
Don't know. When we start talking, but I mean, what if Russia fucking started telling people in Alaska, say, hey, you can have a passport. We're going to take you back anyway.
Well, that's what Russia wants to do. They want to take Alaska.
Yeah,
they want to do that. This is just down the Panama Canal. It was actually not ours, but under our control. Now we're being charged for it, and the communist Chinese can shut it down at any time they want, because they're the ones that are in cahoots with Panama. So that's all we want to do is keep the trade free.
Well, sure. Well, there's a couple of things going on there with the Panama Canal. First is the drought, which is making them do different things. There's more restrictions on when ships can go in and out of there, because I guess it's the lock system that's affecting. The drought is affecting their ability to fill the locks. You know what I mean?
Okay. They fill the locks with fresh water. That's odd.
Ooh, I know, but it's a drought. It's a water system.
Since when does a drought affect seawater?
Right.
Well, it's not all seawater. There's rivers that contribute to this system.
Okay.
So the drought is affecting their ability to operate the canal, and that's one consideration, I think, in this discussion. And that's within the last 10 years this has been a problem. So now they're having to rethink their their strategy for letting ships in and how to harness more water to make their system work. The other
I haven't heard that one
too. Yeah, it's the other complication too is, we talked about this several months ago. Shit, it was probably a year and a half ago. I don't know. Yeah, almost a year and a half ago. All of the stuff going on over at the Red Sea, it's having a tremendous effect on our global economy, and that's part of the reason why all of the shit that we buy is more expensive now, because there's a lot of other complications in this trade chain that is making prices more expensive for the consumer at the other end. So there's a lot of these things that I think that need to be kind of washed out before we start talking about military action in Panama. I think the last time we did that was 1989.
Yeah.
Well, I never heard us talk about military action. It's just taking back control of something that we had control of, because
the thing is, who the people who are talking about using the military have been the mainstream media,
right?
Hang on a second. Hang on. I'm getting ready to do the rest of the story. And when they specifically asked Trump, "Are you going to use the military?" he refuses to answer and refuses to rule it out. So they're free to run with whatever they want to run.
Right.
At that point.
And that's what Trump likes to do too.
Of course.
Well,
Yeah, he likes,
I mean,
he
how
likes
else
to
are you going to
keep them thinking.
Well, I mean, how else are we going to take the land? You're gonna have to annex it like Crimea, the Russians did in Crimea, and what are you going to send down?
We're not talking about taking the
Blackwater?
land. We're not talking about taking the land. We're talking about taking our rights. We had rights to the Panama Canal because we drenched it. We built it. That was we didn't sell it. We gave it back.
Well,
No, yeah, well, we sold it for $1.
Yeah. Well,
we sold our rights for $1.
Okay, I get paid on city council.
That was Jimmy Carter. That was a Jimmy Carter thing, you know.
Yeah.
He was trying to be nice, you know, trying to limit our
too nice of a president. Way too nice of a president. I got nothing bad to say about him as a person. And it's too soon anyway.
yeah, so that's I don't know, you know. And then, but the Greenland thing makes a little bit of sense, but I'm not quite sure I'm comfortable with.
Greenland don't want us. They don't want nothing to do with us.
Well,
just like Canada. Canada don't want nothing to do with it. 51st state. No, they don't want nothing to do with that. But Trump was joking. Trump was joking.
Yeah, but the thing is, it's kind of exploded into its own thing.
Yeah.
And we got to take a break, but when we come back, we'll talk about a triggered Canadian conservative leader that proposes buying 2 American states in response to Trump's continued trolling of Canada.
Oh,
and that's exactly what it is. Chuck, thanks for the call, man. Do appreciate it.
Thanks, Chuck. Talk to you next hour.
928-476-0331 is the number you want to join in the conversation. We'll be back after these messages. It is the Raw.
Time Call Taxi is here for all your transportation needs, whether it's a ride to work, the store, or anywhere. Time Call Taxi is here for you. Call 928-763-1010, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Going out to paint the town red? Call Time Call Taxi and get to and from your fun in a timely and safe manner. Call Time Call Taxi, 763-1010. That's 763-1010.
If a natural disaster comes knocking, how prepared is your family? You can't just close the door on earthquakes, floods, or hurricanes and hope they go away. That's why it's important to make a plan now. Ready.gov/plan has the tools and tips you need to prepare your family for an emergency. So if disaster shows up at your doorstep, you'll be ready. Visit ready.gov/plan and make a plan today. Brought to you by FEMA and the Ad Council.
All right, everybody in the car, let's go.
What are we gonna do first when we get there, Mom? Go for a hike?
Sure, if you want.
What about canoeing? Can we go canoeing too?
I don't see why.
What about a bike ride? No, I want to fish.
Okay.
I've never been fishing.
Honey, we can do it all.
How long does it take to get to the forest?
It's not.
Is it gonna be long?
No, sweetie.
I bet it takes forever.
It's not that far.
Are we there yet?
Yep, we're here.
Already? No way! Come on.
It's a short drive from your neighborhood to your naturehood. Visit discovertheforest.org to find a neighborhood park or green space near you. Also, find fun activities to do like boating and biking or camping and hiking, plus much more. It's all right in your naturehood. A public service announcement brought to you by the Ad Council and the U.S. Forest Service.
Okay, this is the target house.
Hey, but Jimmy, what about this here sticker?
What sticker?
Right here on the door. These premises protected by Southwest Alarm Service. 763-4331 and 753-2333.
That's just a sticker. One of these companies is going all over town giving these things out to everybody. Forget about it. If you're ever going to be any good in the burglar business, you're going to have to learn these things. Now, we're inside. You get the stuff down here, and I'll get the stuff upstairs. You know, cash, jewelry.
Jimmy, what time is it?
It's about 1 a.m. Why?
Because it looks like the sun came up outside.
You get off. You're completely surrounded. Come out with your hands in the air.
Just a sticker, huh, Jimmy?
Southwest Alarm Service, 753-2333 or 763-4331. Because real security is more than a yard sign or a sticker. Call Southwest Alarm Service today.
Southwest Alarm has the only 24-hour locally monitored central station.
The opinions voiced on the Raw are those of the hosts and the callers and not necessarily represent the views and opinions of KTOX and Ruben Broadcasting, or its advertisers. The opinions should be considered as the ramblings of raving lunatics.
You're listening to The Raw with Henry and Miss Raw, brought to you by Pirate Web Radio Productions, Ruben Broadcasting, along with KTOX 1340 AM and 92.9 FM, the Tri-State's undisputed talk leader.
We the people, and all we do, reserve the right to scream, fuck you! Fuck you! Wear your mask, take your pills, now a whole generation's mentally ill. Man, fuck Fauci. But COVID's near, it's coming to town. We gotta act quick, shut our borders down. Joe Biden does, the media embraces. Big Doc does it and they call them racist. We the people. Let's go round and we the people. Let's go round and we the people.
And welcome back. It is the Raw. I'm your host with most of this is Dan Hansen. Of course, we have Henry Longbreak sitting right over there, guarding the sacred phone number, 928-476-0331, 928-476-0331. And you know what? A month ago, when we last did the show, I now discovered why we weren't getting any phone calls.
Okay.
I had it turned off.
User error.
It was a loser error, absolutely. Anyway, yeah, it was. It is what it was. Anyway, 928-476-0331 is is the number. Anyway, yeah. So there's one Canadian leader who is kind of upset with Trump's consistent trolling of Canada, claiming, yeah, we'll take it as our 51st state or whatever. And well, he understands that, yeah, Trump likes to run, but I'm taking it serious. So he's got a counteroffer. He wants two states in as a counteroffer.
No, I agree.
We'll buy two states. He thinks that
they can have California.
No, hang on. He wants to have Alaska, Minnesota, and Minneapolis. Well, what he doesn't realize is Minneapolis is a fucking city in Minnesota.
It is.
So it's two states.
And
that's
a city.
All right.
Two states and a city.
Well,
a city within the state.
Yeah, it would have to go with the purchase. I mean, okay.
For $1.
I don't know. I don't care. I have a counter proposal. I'll throw in actually 3 states. We can have Washington, Oregon, and California.
Sorry, Chuck.
You want to be a Canadian there, Henry?
Hey.
Well,
you know what? I got a better idea.
They have about the same gun laws as
keep the state, start over fresh, get the people out, because California is absolutely gorgeous. Beautiful state, the beautiful weather, beautiful scenery, everything's beautiful except for our government.
So in other words, transplant 33 plus million people to Canada.
And give us 33 million. Yeah. If you don't have enough, we'll get some from somewhere else. We'll bring them in from like Idaho, South Dakota, North Dakota.
You understand that would include you?
Yes.
You'd be heading to the frozen north.
Yeah. No, I'll be driving 1 mile across the river and staying here.
No, sorry, you're Canadian now. You cross that border.
Hey?
You'll be an illegal alien. I will be forced to turn you in. I'd be forced to turn you into ice.
Stitches.
You run as fast as I do, asshole. And your dog likes me, so don't think your dog would
get Dylan.
Would
bite Dylan.
Dylan.
You know what I did during this
Dylan
break?
loves me too. What's that?
I went out there in the living room or the kitchen and looked at Tundra, and I go, top of the hour, and she stood up and she jumped up and she started looking at me. Her head keeps going back and forth because I've never done that here. I go, top of the hour, and she goes running outside and grabs the tire. We played a couple of times. And I go, okay, come on back on the radio. And I come back in and she's turning her head. She goes, I don't understand this.
I'm confused then. We're not at the radio, but you
now we do that. We do that at the radio station, and that's away from home, of course. And when I say top of the hour, Tundra jumps up, grabs her tire, goes outside. She loves playing outside there. She loves that. This is for our listening audience. And here at home, she's not used to that. It's like, yeah, I can go back out there anytime I want. I got a door that goes in and out.
Yeah. Anyway, here's this guy.
Under my watch for Ontario, it'd never be for that at all. We have the greatest country in the world. We have the greatest province anywhere. Any sub-sovereign nation is Ontario, and the rest of the provinces as well. We would, something to the president. I'll make him a counteroffer. How about if we buy Alaska and we'll throw in Minnesota, Minneapolis at the same time? So it's not realistic. I know
2 states in 1 city, same city within the state.
Joking around, I take that seriously. He may be joking, but under my watch, that will never ever happen.
He kind of looks like the guy that was running for vice president.
Tim Waltz.
He kind of looks like him.
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe
kind of looks like Elmer Fudd.
Maybe some cross.
I think it's the same guy.
cross border, inbreeding. I don't know.
There you go. Fidel Castro thing, right?
Yeah. That. According
Dylan,
to
you don't.
According to Forbes, and this is a recent article from October 7th. Heat and drought imperil Panama Canal and an adjoining rainforest. So, yeah, Chuck was right.
Yeah,
I'm gonna give him that. Anyway, 928-476-0331. Oh, yeah. So much.
Dylan, you stinky. You need a bath. Come on.
He goes, the Raw, you're on the air.
Yeah.
Hi, Chuck. How you doing again?
Hey, Chuck.
Good. Hey, so I saw another Canadian member of Parliament tearing into Trump prior to me calling the show here in the 6 o'clock hour before your show started. Anyway, and she went off on him. She was like, why don't we talk about a referendum and to include California, Oregon, and Washington? She started to name the governors. They all vote blue anyway. They don't like you. Just like,
here's the thing.
We made that counteroffer too.
We just made that counteroffer. we just made that counteroffer, except
you did?
Yeah. And Henry said, well, no, I won't be part. I'll just step across the bar. I said, oh, hell no, you're now an illegal alien. I'll have to turn you into ICE.
Yeah, you're in Cascadia. No, the Canadian province of Cascadia.
Cascadia. Is that what it is?
At least I'll get socialized
that's
medicine.
What she was talking about. She was talking, and I can't remember her name. It's I don't know. Anyway, so she was talking about some of the social movements that have been happening, just briefly, not elaborating fully, but just mentioning them. And one of them was the Cascadia. It's basically a separatist movement. Wink, wink, nod, nod. But not really, but it is. They don't believe in guns and all that stuff. They're more beatnik, peaceful. Have you ever heard of the Cascadia movement?
Mm-hmm. No.
You have?
No. Never heard of
it. Okay. Basically,
so do you now hang on, do you support it?
No.
Okay.
But if I guess if there was there had to be an alternative to, if America just couldn't keep together, I could see something like this happening. But it would involve Canada too. And so what the theory is, this region of the United States, the Pacific Northwest, from the Yukon and up in northern Canada and Alaska, all the way down to northern California, is this thing they call Cascadia. And they want to consolidate all this land and live in their happy little world. That's
Come on, Tundra.
So anyway, she was mentioning this in her rant against Trump as, I guess, a rebuttal to his the notion of
taking over. Yeah. Well, here's the thing. It's a troll. It's a troll. Sure. I know it's a troll. Everybody else knows it's a troll. It's a little bit of a funny to keep everybody's mind, off of stuff, even though it's stupid stuff. So
it really is. Well, I try to think about what it must be like to listen to this as a Canadian. I don't believe that they really think that America is a safe place. I think that they kind of look at America like the same way that they might in Mexico.
No, they don't. And I have friends all over Canada, and they think that it's absolutely fucking hilarious, and they can't stand how their country's gone to hell in the handbasket. Why did that light just all of a sudden turn on? That's odd. Because I didn't turn that light on earlier. Just I had a light just come on.
Is Dave there?
I'm sorry?
Is Dave there?
I don't know. Maybe my folks are.
Dave's not here.
Anyway, I'm not at the radio station. I'm in my house, man.
I know. But don't you have something that he might want?
He's dead. What? How could he want?
Well, you're talking about spirits and everything like that last hour. I just thought it would fit. I don't know.
Okay. Yeah, there you go.
You got your Ouija board out?
So, I looked up what the United States pays Panama every year.
How much? What's the bill?
It's let's see, where is it? $14.3 million.
Oh, that ain't shit.
Well, no, it's not really shit, but I'm also looking at the disbursements. Ukraine has as far
$50.
As Ukraine,
that's all they deserve.
More than that, $16.2 billion in the last year alone.
I thought it was more than that.
Ethiopia comes in at $2 billion.
Really? We paid them.
That's all right. Good job.
Jordan, $1.2 billion.
Wow.
The Congo, right after that.
Billion.
Yes.
Billion.
So,
with a B.
Okay,
billion.
I'm sorry. Bravo. Okay, got it. Not Mike. Okay.
Yeah.
Got it. Okay. All right.
Now, the Congo, take a guess how much we give them a year.
$3 billion.
No, 920. I'm sorry, 982 million.
That's real
Just
close
short-
to one
just
billion.
short of a billion.
I need better water in my community.
Yeah. And Yemen gets $1.1 million. Somalia gets $1.1 billion. Those are two countries that absolutely fucking hate us. You know, yeah. A lot of these. Here's another $1.2 billion. Afghanistan. Why are we giving Afghanistan any fucking thing?
How much are we giving them?
$1.2 billion.
We want them to be our friends.
Yeah.
How about we just take that much from them?
Will you be my friend and take this $2.5 billion, Mr. Taliban man?
Yep.
I know you want to kill me and my family, but
South Sudan. Where is South Sudan at? Just south of North Sudan.
It's on the other side of the north.
Yeah. Okay. Anyway,
I think it's on the west side of Africa.
Okay. just south of South Sudan or north of South Sudan. Okay. Anyway, they get 891 million every year. Hey.
What?
I'm
a linguist.
No, you're not. Anyway, yeah, it's ridiculous. It really is. It really is ridiculous. We give Canada. Was it? Where was Canada? Oh, Canada. Where are you?
I mean, look, this is a Christian nation now, and we and if Christians do, give until it hurts, praise the Lord.
Well, I'm a Christian too. Why aren't you giving me the money?
Yeah, really.
Yeah,
pass the basket for me. You help pay that $1 a month I get paid.
Yeah.
You want to know how much we gave to Norway?
Yeah, I love that place.
Take a guess how much we gave.
Beautiful blonde women there.
Guess how much we gave to Norway.
563 million.
I'm going to say 22.7 billion.
$380,000.
That's it.
That's it.
They don't.
You can't even buy a house. You can't even buy a house in California for that.
Now we have treaty obligations.
They're all burning down. By the way,
we have treaty.
I know. I heard about that.
We have treaty obligations with Russia. Did you know that? To pay them money. We are. Yeah. We're because we have economic sanctions on that, we're holding on to that money right now. We owe them $1.9 million.
That's it.
Oh,
a million with an M.
Yeah,
give them the money.
They're basically
send them vodka.
The other way they're
we'll give them New York in trade.
Yes, I agree. Yeah. That's not worth that much. Maybe they'll take it.
That they're funding this war against Russia is they're basically just taking all of our oligarchs' money and just giving it to Ukraine. They're just transferring wealth. Is that all right? Well, that's pretty much what they're doing.
Yeah, I have no idea, but
you really don't. That's how they've been funding this war for most part. They've been seizing assets of these Russian billionaires and then just handing it over to Ukraine.
Possibly. Well, we've given the Czech Republic $805,000.
That's it.
We've
a nice
given
house in
Bulgaria
Orange County.
$1.5 million.
That's a house
Denmark,
in Huntington Beach.
yeah, Denmark, we've given them 200,000.
That's a house in
Lithuania,
Mexico.
we've given them 500,000.
What?
Man, how much did we give Longview, Washington for their shitty water?
$20.
$23.
Oh, 23.
Zero.
They more than what I thought.
Zero.
I voted $20, but I guess I upped it to $3.
Yeah, $23.
Actually, that's a lie. I lied to myself and you and the audience. I guess there was some economic stimulus dollars or something from early part of Biden administration that the city of Longview got.
Was that a beer
to
bird?
help do something to it?
Yeah,
help do something to their water. I don't know.
No idea.
And you guys didn't get anything like that in Bullhead City or Needles?
Oh, fuck no.
Oh, hell no.
No, I take that back. We did get COVID stimulus money that went through the state and then went to the counties, and Bullhead City got their cut of it. I don't know exactly what it was for, but they saw it as a windfall amount and spent it however the fuck they wanted.
And what we had in Needles, I believe we had to give back a lot because we didn't use it all.
Fuck. What's up with that city, man? If I was managing your city, I'd manage to spend all that shit. I don't care if
every last dime of it. Yeah. Every last dime of it. Put it into the streets. Put it into promoting someone to buy a grocery store here or build a grocery store here. Promote it into something, into housing or something. Do something with it.
Anyway, in 2024, for the fiscal year 2024, which ended in September, we managed to give pretty much 175 different countries some amount of money. And yeah.
How much did we give Cuba?
I don't know. Let me find out.
I think we gave them our old
How much
cars.
did we give the Saddam Hussein Presidential Museum?
Cuba, $9.3 million.
Wow. They could buy a couple Teslas with that.
A lot more than a couple of Teslas with that.
Does it indicate what kind of strings are attached when they give these countries money? Is there any kind of information you have on that? Like,
all this is
cocaine and hookers, or what the hell's going on here?
Well, hookers for sure, and the people that are in recovery, they don't get the cocaine.
This is a list of the obligations that that we pass laws to say, we'll give this country so much money, blah blah blah, and then what we've actually ended up giving them.
I put a new stereo in my car. I had to put a new stereo. Buy new shoes.
Yeah,
I have like 12 new shoes. Six pairs. Okay, thank you, America.
Syria, we've given them nearly $1 billion. And they hate the fuck out of us.
Yep, they do.
Yeah.
Let's see who
Most
else?
places do, to include Canada now.
I don't fucking care if Canada hates us or not. I mean, they're our 51st. They are our 51st state. So whatever.
Canada.
Oh, Canada.
Yeah, actually, Canada is going to become part of Seattle.
Part of Seattle. There you go.
Seattle's best.
You like that coffee?
I don't drink coffee.
Hell, we give Jamaica $28.9 million. There we go.
Kuwait?
Jamaica, man.
Okay. What do we give Kuwait?
How do you spell Kuwait?
Kuiat.
KWA.
Oh yeah, KW. You're right.
We only give them $298,000.
That's enough for a whole village over there.
Yeah.
What about the UAE? United Arab Emirates.
Hang on.
And I need to know about North Korea too. How much do we give those motherfuckers?
United. Here you go. United Arab Emirates. We gave them $447.6 thousand. United Kingdom, England, we've given them $5,000.
Oh, good. Good. That's how they deserve. Now, like he said, what did they give? What did he give? What did we give to North Korea?
North Korea?
And yeah. The joke is the $5,000 had Trump's face on it.
Yeah,
Yes, it did.
no, it's not. North Korea is not listed. So
no money for you, Kim.
Oh,
no money for you.
Those are the kind of missions we're like, what's this money unaccounted for at the Pentagon? And it's like suitcases out of the back of a C-130 someplace.
Being dropped out in the North Japanese North Japan Sea. Yeah, you bet.
I wish they would have dropped it in my backyard.
And then they have like little disk drives with anti Kim Jong-il, Kim Jong-un.
No more Kim. No more Kim for you.
No more Kim for you.
I just watched that movie the other day.
Out of right.
Yeah, the thing is, I look at this and I go, good God, a lot of these people just fucking out and out hate us. Why are we giving them a dime? Why are we giving them a dime?
We should take money from them.
Really?
Yeah, we should become international pirates.
That's right.
We should organize as the United States government as a criminal federal terrorist organization like Cobra on G.I. Joe.
You know what?
Cobra.
So, that sounds like a good idea. We'll start first by taking over the Panama Canal and hijacking every cargo boat that comes across.
That's right.
And holding
Panama Canal,
and take Greenland and Iceland too. Might as well take another one.
Yeah, Greenland and Iceland, both of them, huh?
Yeah, both of them. Yeah.
All right, Chuck. Thanks for the call, man.
Thank you, Chuck. Good hearing from you. Bye.
Bye. Oh my God. 928-476-0331. 928-476-0331 is the number if you want to join in the conversation. So this in from North Carolina. This is an interesting little thing. North Carolina Supreme Court blocks the state from certifying a Democrat incumbent's election.
Why?
I will get into that. North Carolina Supreme Court on Tuesday, in a 5-1 vote, blocked the state from certifying Democrat incumbent Justice Allison Riggs as the winner of a race as her GOP opponent, Jefferson Griffin, challenges the election. As previously reported, North Carolina Supreme Court race headed for a recount. Mind you, this is a Supreme Court race. Okay. The incumbent Sarah Riggs had 2,770,818 votes to the GOP challenger Jefferson Griffin of 2,770,193 votes. So extremely close.
Yes.
Now, the race went into a recount since the vote difference was less than 10,000 votes, of course. Republican Griffin was leading the race until all of a sudden Democrat Riggs overcame her appointment weeks after the election.
Okay.
Trump won North Carolina with more than 3% over Kamala Harris in the election, but somehow Democrats took many down ballot races. Democrat incumbent is now ahead by 600 votes after late votes came in for North Carolina Supreme Court seat.
How was there late votes even coming in and being counted?
Look, they're still counting votes in California, Henry. They're still counting votes in fucking California.
Fucking California?
Fucking California. Jefferson he's challenging 60,000 ballots that should not have been counted. And apparently the Supreme Court agreed with him on that. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. So they stopped this, and they're going to have to figure out what the hell went on. Why all of a sudden at a very late date she got so many more votes when at the end of the election he was way ahead.
I've never seen this in I mean, I remember 50, 60 years ago with my dad watching the elections, and everything is, by the next morning, everything everywhere is all accounted for.
Right.
Everything. That's before computers. Everything was all done and said, and we're done. We're done. This is what it is. There wasn't no fights to say, oh, well, I'm taking you to court. I'm not going to certify. I'm not going to. No, it was done. Hey, that's the way it is. Sorry. You shake hands and say, hey, we'll work on our next election.
Yeah.
Instead of all this technology is supposed to be better for us.
Yeah.
Let's go back to old fashioned.
It's not the technology. It's not the old fashioned. Okay. It's the way we've allowed ourselves to conduct ourselves. Okay.
Yes.
And
and we've allowed it. You're right.
We have allowed it to go on
for far too long.
Florida was the first state to finish counting. Boom. They had everything done by midnight.
Before midnight, yeah.
Their time.
Mm-hmm.
It was locked down, solid.
Yep.
Florida has a larger population than Arizona.
Mm-hmm.
We took nearly 3 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
California is still counting.
I can't believe there's that much of a different intelligent level of the people doing it.
There isn't.
Well, that's what it has to be.
But it all comes down to integrity.
Yes.
Now, here's another interesting little factoid. The people who the states that voted red were states that required ID. The states that voted red were states that had voter ID in place, some sort of voter ID in place.
Imagine that.
Yeah, imagine that. So, what does that tell you? What does that? What
tells you
does
we
that
have a
tell
problem?
you?
We have a problem with our election system.
Tells you we have a big, huge problem with our election systems.
Yeah.
That could have been fixed years ago. But no, requiring ID is racist. How's it racist? You have to present an ID just to get on a fucking plane. Is that racist?
Oh, yeah, that's racist.
How about to buy a gun? How about to drive a car?
Racist.
Buy booze.
Racist. Very racist. You can buy drugs without an ID, so why can't you buy booze without ID?
I don't know. Go into one of your California pot stores. You're going to have to produce an ID.
Yes, you do. You got to present your ID at the door.
Yeah.
Same with a bar to get in.
Well, not necessarily.
Nightclub.
Not necessarily. I imagine if you and I went walking in, they just come on.
No, they card me because I look like I'm under 21.
Yeah, that's your story and you're sticking to it, I'm sure.
That's right. It's my cool glasses. That's what it is.
It's your cool glasses. But no, seriously, why can't we have voter ID?
I agree. I agree.
You know, in actual honest polls, even their dishonest polls, the majority of Americans want voter ID. Even the minorities.
The majority of the population doesn't matter to the elected officials.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Well, it's racist.
Yeah, and that's the fucked up part about our elected officials. Our 530 or 540 some people that are in there running our country are dictating to us how it's going to be done. Now, yes, we do have a right to vote them in and vote them out. But what do we vote? We vote down political lines. And it's been political lines for 20 years plus here in this country.
That's fine. But the thing is,
it's not fine.
Actually, it is. It's okay. But the thing is, we need to protect our federal elections, number one. We need to protect our local elections, number two.
Mm-hmm.
We are, we've taught generations of kids that voting doesn't matter. And then all of a sudden voting does matter. And then, so they're confused because they don't pay attention to what's going on.
Ah, yeah, right.
And then the obvious lies that mainstream media gives, the obvious lies, encourages more people just to tune out. Just to tune out. Are you yelling at your dogs?
Yeah. I was calling her in to get a cookie.
Oh,
cookie time, Tundra. And because I got two here, and Dylan's been bugging the crap out of me until I give him one.
Give him time to give him cookies, huh? Yeah. But
top of the hour till I came back in, and she's looking for cookies. She goes, "Well," I go, "Well, I forgot that part."
At least you don't have a cane for her to knock around.
I know. Yeah, that's it. Exactly. Believe me, there's plenty of stuff here in my studio to knock over. Yeah.
Hey, remember me? Hungry dog here. I'm gonna starve to death if you don't give me a cookie.
She's actually pretty good at home. She knows she can get away with it at the studio.
Oh, she's awesome at the studio too.
Yes, she is.
She's awesome at the studio too. She looks out for all of us, and frankly, I can deal with a little disruption from time to time.
It took you a little bit.
Yeah,
you at first you were getting so irritable and so discontent. It made me laugh. I was laughing so hard inside.
Inside, no, you were.
It just spilled over. It spilled over a lot of times, though.
There you go. But no, seriously, we've got to do something about this. We've got to do something about the voting. And I think we'd be better off as a nation if we had total and complete trust in our voting measures. Now,
we used to.
And we used to. Absolutely, we used to.
Mm-hmm.
We didn't even question it.
No, we didn't.
Unless the race was so damn tight, and we're talking about 100 votes or less.
Right.
And then we'd be going, oh, we want to recount. But still then, even after a couple of recounts, we accepted the results.
Correct. And the recount was already in effect. We didn't have to ask for it. It was already there.
It was already there. They were already doing it.
Yeah, and the mistakes were very minimal back then.
Oh, there were mistakes. There were some glaring mistakes.
Oh, I'm sure there were some good ones too. I'm sure there's some good ones just got bypassed. They said, "Okay, we're good."
Yeah. But the glaring issues that we saw in 2020. So blatant. Now, if you cruise social media, especially yesterday, you would have seen all the leftards going, "See, we didn't riot." No, it's because you were snowed in, you jackasses. But But and then Kamala Harris, read the tally, declared Trump the president-elect, and off we go to the races.
Mm-hmm.
And they we knew this was a totally fair and safe election. Now I'm just waiting for the Russia dumbasses to go, oh no, he only won because of election interference. I'm waiting for that.
I don't think they're going to do it this time. I think they're going, oh crap, we had to do this one honestly. Oh crap! This is what happens.
I think they're just going to make those cries and claims so they have something to fucking talk about. They started to after the day after the election. They started, election interference, Russia again.
It faded.
They
knew they were licking their wounds. They still are. They still are licking their wounds. And what they got to do is just pick up where they left off, regroup, and work towards the next election, like it always has been done in the past.
Yeah, well, good luck there. Seriously, good fucking luck there.
Well, we can only hope. We can only hope. And I hope that's what happens. I hope we can get back to some kind of real civil elections and civil results, civil government, civil servants like they're supposed to be.
No.
Or elected officials are the ones that work for us. For our benefits. All of our benefits. All 330 million of us.
Okay. I don't know.
All I can do is hope.
Yeah.
Hope and pray.
Pretty much all I can do as well. But I like I said, I have a feeling that they're going to start in, especially after Trump is seated, and they're going to try a whole bunch of different things. They're going to throw a bunch of shit at the wall, try to see what sticks.
Oh, of course they're gonna. I don't think it's going to be about the election, though.
No, I do. I have faith in them.
Okay.
I have faith in them, Henry,
because nothing else is going to stick.
Yeah,
I'll tell you. Yeah, nothing else is going to stick. They got to do something. They're going to make up something. Of course they are. Yeah. But I don't think it's going to be the election. I think our country's heard enough of that, and they don't want to deal with that no more. If they bring it up, it's going to make them even less popular as a party. We heard that from Trump for 4 years. And no one wants to hear that crap anymore.
8 years. 8 years we heard.
Well, we heard it from Hillary for 4 years and then from Trump for 4 years.
Yeah.
No one wants to hear that garbage anymore.
Yeah.
No one gives a crap. You lost, deal with it. Think about your next election, not this one that's passed.
Well, the thing is, Trump will never be president again after the end of the 4 years. That's fine.
Correct.
But he's starting off with control of the House, control of the Senate, and control
Supreme Court too.
Well, not necessarily. Supreme Courts are fickle things.
Supposed to be independent, I know.
They're fickle things, and Supreme Court has gone against Trump plenty of times.
Yes, they have.
And even when he had the stacked deck, they went against Trump. So, like I said, it's a fickle thing. But hopefully, we won't see a bunch of stupid spending. Chuck likes to call it as Trump wanted, an unlimited debt ceiling.
Yeah, he did. But, I think that was just mouthpiece. He was just rattling.
I don't know if it was or not, but I'm against an unlimited debt ceiling.
I am too.
I am for fiscal responsibility.
I think any person in the right mind would be.
Yeah. Let's see what do we got here.
It just weakens your country.
Civil disturbance is what Chuck said. Civil disturbance, but no. And of course, all day today, they've been hammering on January 6th memorial crap bullshit, and trying to shame Trump into not pardoning any of the J6ers. I don't know what's going to happen. I guess we'll find out. I guess we'll find out on January 21st.
Well, and I don't think he's gonna sit and wait to pardon him either.
I don't know. I don't know. It's going to take some time.
It's not going to be a blanket pardon.
There's thousands of them that need to be gone over. Frankly, if you were convicted of actual destruction, you need to stay in jail.
You do, yes.
Your conviction needs to stay in place. Yeah. If you were convicted of actually beating up a cop, your conviction needs to stay in place.
Mm-hmm. If you were invited in and escorted around like the horny guy from Arizona,
the horny guy,
you were escorted around, that guy needs to be pardoned.
QAnon shaman. That's who he.
He needs to be pardoned because you could see what he did. They escorted him around.
Yeah, I know. And it was shortly after those videos got released that he got released early.
Yeah.
Very early.
Yeah, and that needs to be completely gone away. All his record needs to be washed of that.
100%. 101.
Now the other ones, if they busted in, if they hit an officer, they did something violent. Yeah, then they need to be responsible for that.
Yeah, I agree. But
but just hanging around, protesting, peaceful protesting, which there was some peaceful protesting there. There was some.
Yeah, but people were angry. People were justifiably angry.
Mm-hmm.
But it was an insurrection. If it was an insurrection, it was the worst planned, worst armed, worst executed insurrection of all fucking time.
Yeah.
And this is what irritates me, because they've called it this for 4 years now.
And now they're not calling it that anymore.
Yeah. Big anti-Trump rally in Seattle, Washington. Activists are distributing flyers there. Do me a favor, Chuck. Give me a copy of that flyer.
Yeah, give a copy of the flyer, and we want a film at 11 on that one.
I don't want film. I just give me a copy of that. Give me a copy of that flyer.
Yeah,
don't worry. I want a copy of the flyer.
They're going to be annexed into Canada anyway.
Sold to Canada.
Sold to Canada for $1. Take over payments.
Take over payments. Well, you know what? Actually, if hear me out here. Okay. California has a very large gross domestic thing going. GDP. Sell it for the value of their GDP.
Oh yeah. Oh, that would be good.
That'd be $1 trillion, boom, right into the United States coffers that we could use to pay down the debt.
Yeah, buy California.
Buy California. Sell California.
You're going to sink out into the ocean anyway.
It doesn't matter.
Big earthquake's coming.
Yeah. Yeah, he said, okay, on January 20th. There's protests planned all over the place on January 20th.
Yeah.
What's going to happen is going to happen. And if the idiots out there decide that they're going to be idiots, well, they're going to be idiots.
They're going to pay the price.
Hopefully they're going to pay the price. I doubt it. Seriously doubt it, but it is what it is.
So what the Democrats want to do there is have an insurrection.
I have no earthly idea.
Oh, okay.
I have no earthly idea.
Oh, we can't say insurrection on their side.
Well, it's never an insurrection on their side.
No, it's all peaceful.
It's just a civil. It's just peaceful protest, civil disturbance. Nothing to see.
Mostly
here.
peaceful. Mostly peaceful, like the Summer of Love.
Well, exactly. I mean,
yeah, and Chuck, you were there.
Yeah,
you saw that. You gave us
buildings
reports.
burning in the background. And
Chuck
did.
Chuck was there.
Yeah,
and he gave us a report. He gave us video report.
Yeah, well, I wish he would have gone in a chop or whatever it was.
Jazz. He was right there.
Yeah, but inside.
Oh no,
inside.
No. You don't want to go inside that.
He could have been, the neutral man on the ground reporting.
Yeah, that wasn't going to happen.
But no, that's sorry, Chuck. Well, maybe he will, maybe he won't. But it is what it is. Anyway, Henry, we're only going to do 2 hours tonight because I am dying here.
2 more hours.
Yeah, I've got this wind blowing in here. My stuff is still there, but now I'm all clogged up and
okay.
I'm dying here. I'm going all nasally.
Well, I'm going to go make an egg sandwich and kick back and
an egg sandwich. Didn't you already eat
dinner? No, I don't think I did.
What kind of egg sandwich are you eating?
Just egg sandwich on rye. Just two eggs. Two eggs and put it on mayonnaise and rye bread.
And I'll tell you what. Here's a tip for you. Eggs are expensive.
Mm-hmm.
Eggs are very expensive right now.
It's $1 for 2 eggs.
Yeah, something like that. 50 cents an egg.
Yeah.
But if you like hard-boiled eggs, Sam sells hard-boiled eggs in a big old sack. Get two per pack. I don't remember what they cost, but they're not that expensive and they're tasty.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Very tasty. So you can make yourself an egg, open up one of those, make yourself an egg salad sandwich. And you know what? 2 eggs, entire day's worth of protein right there.
There you go.
Anyway. All right. It is the Raw. I want to thank everybody for tuning in and listening. Thank you very much. Do appreciate that. And we will see you Saturday on the Miss Rob Hanson radio program. And of course, Sunday on the Miss Rob Hanson radio program. And then Recovery from Politics, and then Tri-State Recovery Talk with Henry Tundra and myself.
Best show on radio.
Yeah, says you. Actually,
Best
it's a very,
show
very,
on
very
radio.
good show. And anyway, if you are in and around Bullhead City and Laughlin this coming up weekend, the roundup is going on. If you are recovering alcoholic,
great speakers Friday night at 7:00.
Yes, absolutely.
That would be John Sancelli.
I want to go. I'm trying to keep my schedule for Friday clear, so I can't.
Okay. Also at 3:00 on the marathon meetings, John Sancelli is going to run the 3:00 marathon meeting.
Oh, see, there you go.
So I'm if you can't make the 7:00, go to the 3:00, and John Sancelli will be there. You can hear part of his story there.
Oh, there you go. All right. It is the Raw. Thanks for listening. Thanks for calling. And thank you for everything. We'll see you this Saturday. It is the Raw.
Just be a queen. Don't be a drag, just be a queen. Don't be a drag, just be a queen.
Avast ye scallywags, it's another pirate production.